are going to talk about one of our favorite subjects today and categories within Craigslist, and that is the selling services portion. We're going to go over how to sell your service, where to sell your service, how to keep your ads live, and how to generate clicks, calls, and texts from people inquiring about your services. We have one person that utilizes Craigslist a lot, and we are going to use his Craigslist ads as an example. He does very well in the computer section, but selling your services on Craigslist is not just limited to computer services, of course. It doesn't matter if you have a pool business, a landscaper, a roofer, a real estate agent, a graphic designer. I don't care what type of service you offer, you can sell it on Craigslist and you are going to get business, pretty much guaranteed. So we're going to jump right into this. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to look at our Selling on Craigslist, the ultimate guide to selling virtual anything on Craigslist. As you can see, I'm on the page right here. This is one of the most detailed and in-depth free guides that we've seen anywhere. And it has, well over 4,000 words, and it gets into some pretty deep detail on how to sell services through Craigslist and, just kill it in the services section. So with that being said, we're going to go over and take a look at our example, and we're going to jump right into Phoenix Craigslist. So let's take a look at this particular person's ad posting patterns, how he does, and his market saturation. He hasn't posted any ads today. Last time he posted was yesterday. But he offers web design, SEO, WordPress web design services, things along those lines. But like I said before, it doesn't matter what kind of business you run. You can post anything here. So as we jump right in, one thing that I talk about is posting in multiple categories and multiple territories. What I want to discuss first is posting in multiple categories. So if you look under the service section, let's say I'm that web developer, I can post in computer and creative. And that's, two categories I'm posting in, and I'm going to saturate and get calls from. Let's say if you're a plumber, you can market in the skilled trade, small business section, household, and so on. If you're an automotive section, skilled trade, small business ads, all three of those you can market in. So let's go take a look at this person's ads and see what he's doing to generate so much business from Craigslist. So I'm under the computer services, and say I'm a visitor and I want web design, and I go search web design. It's going to pull up this huge listing. As you can see, there's tons and tons of stuff in here. This particular gentleman's ads, I can pretty much guarantee you he probably has 25 ads under just web design. This is him right here. This is him right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is him. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, I was wrong. He has 23 ads up just for web design. What if we search SEO or WordPress web design? We're going to have the same result. But let's dissect his ads and point out what's great about them and what makes him stand out. One thing, we're going to look at this one here. This is a very good example. If you look at it, it says top-notch web design, mobile responsive. If I am somebody visiting Craigslist and I see top-notch and mobile responsive, I'm going to jump at that. He's obviously building great websites. It says top-notch and it's mobile responsive. I know my business has to be pulled up on mobile devices correctly. And then one thing that we taught him to do that actually increased his click-through rates is, you want to see this little icon right here? There's hundreds of those that you can add There it is again. There it is, another one that you can add to the beginning and the end of all your postings that are going to grab people's eye. Look at this one, beginning and end. So that's actually going to entice click-through rates as well. And we'll get into that later on in another video series where we talk about sprucing up your titles and ad body and content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump back into his ad. We talked about the title, why people would want to click on it. Now we want to talk about his graphic. If you hover over it, you can see it, but let's click through and take a look. If you look at his graphics, the sizing is perfect. He's designed it to fit perfectly. He did a basic outline of his services and then has his direct call to action. So, with that being said, you always want graphics within your Craigslist ads, especially services ads. If you're a landscape company, put something together that has to do with landscape. If you're a pool cleaning company, put something together that has to do with pool cleaning. But always remember that you want a basic outline, your benefits, no hidden fees, unsurpassed customer service. He has it right here. And a price right here, that's important as well. That can entice click-through rates. And he has multiple packages on here. So graphics are very, very important. And always, always, always put your call to action with your direct phone number on there, or your Google Voice number, or whatever number you want to use, because that's how people are going to call. Next, we're going to look at his ad body. The thing I like about this gentleman's ads is they're sweet and to the point. If you look at this, it says, do not settle for below average web design. That right there is going to catch my eye. We provide nothing less than exceptional web design services without breaking your pocketbook. There you go. You got me. You're going to provide me an exceptional website, and I'm not going to be paying thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. You go down. He has his contact info in there again, his phone number. There you go. That's all you need. This right here is a great ad. You have a compelling title. You have the graphics that you need. And you have a ad body that has a direct call to action and re-pitches your services to the potential buyer. So that's just one example of a great ad. Like I said before, it doesn't matter if you're selling landscape services or whatever the case may be. Let's go into farm and garden, for example. And what you'll see is as you get into some of these ones like farm and garden and pool cleaning and some of the other services, pest control that people provide, their ad images are horrible. So if you can get into one of those sections and make great ad images, you'll kill it. But as you see, there's tons of people posting on here. They don't post on here just because they're bored. They do it because it produces results. And if you can go in and you could produce better ad copy, better ad titles, and better graphics, you're going to crush all these people. The computer section is a little bit different because those guys know how to create, ads and do graphic design and all that stuff. So now we're going to discuss posting in multiple cities. If you're a local service provider, let's say I'm a local service provider in Phoenix, or I'm that computer guy in Phoenix, and I only want to market to the Arizona area, Arizona State. But I want to hit all the cities, Scottsdale, Tempe, Phoenix, wherever else. What you want to make sure of is that for each city, you want to have your own account. So you want to set up separate accounts with separate email addresses and separate phone numbers for every single city that you want to market in. And then what you want to do is you want to have ad copy for each one of those markets. So if I have 3 markets and I want to post ads today, Craigslist lets you post 3 new ads a day. You can renew unlimited, and you can repost up to 3 ads a day. So what we're going to talk about is the posting new and the renewing. So if I have 3 markets and I'm posting 3 ads a day per market, that's 9 ads per day. That's not counting my renew. So let's say 3 days from now, I can renew 3 and I can post 3 more. So if you multiply that times your 3 accounts, you're looking at 18 ads that day. So the nice thing about Craigslist is your ads compound and build up over time. So back to posting in multiple markets. As I said before, you want a separate email address, separate phone number, and separate account for each one of the cities. And then once you have those accounts set up, only post to that particular city from that particular account forever. If you start posting in other territories, you're going to get flagged. And your ads will be deleted. Nobody will ever see them. So now what I want to discuss is something a little bit more advanced when it comes to selling services. If you are a national, if you can provide services nationally, back to the web design example, you have to post from an IP address within that particular territory. So when you're setting up your ads and your accounts and so on and so forth, you want to access all of that from the same IP address within the same territory. You can get IP addresses all over the place. This is a little bit more advanced techniques as far as posting across the nation. And that's another thing that we're going to get into on our advanced trainings. But like I said, for now, don't waste your time trying to post nationally until you get into some more of our advanced trainings and learn how to do it correctly. Because you're going to spin your wheels, you're going to set up these accounts, you're going to post, and they're going to be flagged and deleted within 10 minutes. That's a promise. Anyhow, let's go ahead and recap. I'll make this video short and sweet. What we went over today was selling services on Craigslist, what makes a good ad title, what makes a good ad body, how to saturate the services section. We also talked about posting in multiple categories within the services section of Craigslist, so that way you can saturate both of those categories or all three or whatever the case may be. We discussed making exceptional graphics. Like I said, graphics sell. If you can't make graphics, you don't know how to design them, reach out to us or somebody like us that can design them for you. We design hundreds and hundreds of Craigslist ads all the time, and we can go ahead and help you out with that. In the meantime, keep checking out our website, clmonster.com. We are in the process of building it out, making it bigger, getting ready to launch some pretty in-depth and detailed courses as well. So keep checking back with us. We'll keep presenting you with videos. Our next video series is going to be about selling vehicles or selling cars on Craigslist. So you guys have that to look forward to if that's something you want to dabble in. We appreciate you watching, and again,